All right, now that I've sliced all my salmon, don't come for me for that, I am going to add some olive oil to drizzle over all of our salmon pieces. Now, don't you worry, I am going to massage the oil in so it gets nice and juicy. Now, I'm the type of person that loves seafood year-round, no matter what season it is. So you tell me what your favorite seafood, sea creature it is to enjoy. We have that all drizzled. We are finally going to massage all of our pieces in, like so. This is also going to help so it doesn't stick to our baking sheet. Once fully massaged in, I am going to add my pink Himalayan sea salt. Now season however you would like. We're just going to keep these first few steps very simple because we are going to add even more seasoning to our salmon. Next, I'm going in with our fine ground black pepper. And again, season with your heart. How do you like to season your salmon or seafood? Let me know and comment down below. I've actually never been fishing, but maybe one day I'll go fishing with Ryan. Not least, I am going to go ahead and add some paprika because Ryan and I like some kick to our salmon. Just like so. And guess what, everybody? This is ready to go in the oven. I am going to cook at 400 degrees for about 30 to 40 minutes. While we wait for your salmon to bake, we're going to go ahead and make our delicious salmon mix.
Delicious.
We're going to add a whole block of cream cheese. Sorry, can we do that again?
Action.
While we wait for that salmon to bake, we're going to go ahead and make our delicious salmon mix. First, an 8-ounce block of cream cheese. Next, I am going to add a spicy harissa mayonnaise. Now, I'm only going to add about 8 ounces, and there's 11 ounces in this, so most of the bottle. And I like a little bit of kick, so that's why I'm adding also a lot. And we're going to use 2 pounds of salmon for this mix in particular. So adjust measurements if necessary. All right. Now it's like about to hear, even though y'all can't see it, but just trust. Next, I am going to add some sriracha sauce. Feel free to skip this if you don't like anything spicy. So I'm going to add about 6 tablespoons of sriracha. And I know that sounds like a lot, but feel free to adjust as necessary. So that's 2, count with me, 3, 4, 5, and 6. I have to count out loud because I'll lose track of how much I put in there. And now this is ready to get mixed in with all of our delicious cream cheese, spicy mayo. Feel free to use just regular mayo if you prefer that. Salmon is all cooked. Now, if you notice some pieces missing, that's because Ryan already ate some of it.
Boyfriend tax.
Yep. So I'm gonna go in with my delicious salmon mix, and I am going to measure out about 2 pounds of salmon into that mix in there. Feel free to adjust how much you want to add into the mix. No right or wrong. I'm just kind of picking and choosing the chunkiest pieces for the mix. There we go, one that's all together. A little chunky one over here. And folks, don't you worry, nothing is absolutely going to waste. We are definitely going to eat the rest of this salmon.
True.
What do we think, Ryan? Does that look like 2 pounds?
Yeah, looks good.
Okay. So, I'm going to set this to the side very carefully. And next, I am going to actually mix some of this all together. This is our delicious salmon mix. Yum. This is if you are craving sushi or just a little nice treat for you for a night in. Absolutely perfect and on a budget than what you would have spent going out at a restaurant. Am I right, Ryan?
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes we don't want to go out, so this is perfect. Our salmon mix is really coming together. It was perfect amount. Gonna set this to the side. Bring in your baking sheet, and off camera, I actually made some sushi rice. And with this sushi rice, I am going to assemble the first layer of my salmon sushi bake. And this is about, of uncooked rice, it was about 16 ounces. So this is what the total of this fully cooked sushi made. And take your time assembling this part. Gonna really, really smash that in. Oh my goodness, it was perfect amount, everybody. Look at that. I'm so excited, Ryan. It is time to put in our delicious salmon sushi bake. I'm probably gonna use that same spatula from earlier to really put all of this together. Yum. Back to my rice spatula. Really, really spread everything in. Now, it's up to you, but I know some folks don't like the salmon skin, but Ryan and I do, so we're gonna keep that in there. Really spread it all out. Make sure to really get into those corners, folks. Boom. And we're not done just yet. We're almost done, I promise. Next, remember how I told you to save some of that spicy harissa mayo? You guessed it, we're gonna layer it on top. We're just gonna zigzag through. And it's okay if it's not perfect. We'll fix it in just a second. All right. Once that's done, a little bit more sriracha. This one will probably be a little bit easier to maneuver. Now listen, folks, I have weak hands, so bear with me here. This is totally optional. If you want to go ahead and just put your salmon sushi bake in the oven as is, that's fine, but I like a little bit of more sauce on top. Now, there was no eel sauce, however, I want to give this umami sauce a try. Never tried it, we'll see how it is, folks. I'm guessing it's sort of like similar to soy sauce, but it does have a little bit of a sweetness to it. It's really, really starting to come together, folks. All right, and guess what? This is ready to go back in the oven at 360 for 10 minutes. All right, our sushi bake is ready. I did broil it for 3 minutes and I did let it cool off a little bit. So let me test it out. Perfect. And guess what? Last but not least, I have my little seaweed wraps, and I'm actually gonna grab a little piece, just enough to scoop it with my test trial of my delicious salmon bake. This should be a good amount. I'm gonna set that to the side. Now, normally I don't take bites on camera, but just for this one, I will. So here it is. Set that on top like so.
It's a big bite.
Don't burn yourself. And cheers. Mmm.
Love it.
Love it. Absolutely amazing. I love it.